Alright, thanks for turning into another battle report. First I want to say the first 4 pictures of the deployment are not very good. The other ones after that are better. So I'll go over them quickly. This is a 2,400 point list of my Warriors of Chaos. First is James, Orcs and Goblins. He brought an all-mounted list basically. We got vanguarding 5 goblins with bows and spears. Snotling pump wagon with the spiky rolla and the big exploding mushroom, and a second one of those. A mangler squig, a bolt thrower. I think it's supposed to be 6 savage orc boar boys with the level 4 savage orc shaman with the shrunken head, and then we got another bolt thrower behind, and then I think it's 20 Goblin Wolf Riders with a big boss that also vanguarded, and then we got 10 or 8 boar boys. I think the savage orcs are the big ones with additional hand weapons, and then the boar boys with the general and BSB on boars with the stubborn crown and the leadership banner. 2 more units of vanguarding dogs, 10 spider riders, mangler squig, another bolt thrower, an orc chariot, and 3 goblin wolf chariots. On my side, the pictures are even worse, but it's really simple. I have, this is left to right, 17 warriors of Slaanesh with hand weapon shield, a level 2 wizard with the extra spell, and Sigvald. This one's got my BSB, and then we got 6 ogres of Slaanesh with great weapons, the hell cannon, 6 trolls with additional hand weapons, the war shrine of Slaanesh, and then 17 more warriors, level 2 mage of shadow. They're both shadow, and Sigvald. And then on to turn 1. Alright, so the special scenario that we're playing is prep for a tournament. Has 2 fulcrums. On the left we have the Elven Spire as one, and then there's a goblin hut or teepee thing for the other one. The spire on the left gives you a bonus spell if you control it. The left one was Time Amok, so you can get an extra shooting or magic phase, or shooting or close combat phase. The one on the right had Let the Four Winds Blow, so you could blast up to 4 units or magical vortexes 2 dice 6 inches directly away from the caster. So basically on my turn I moved up a little bit, and for magic it was pretty uneventful for the first turn. I got the War Shrine, gave +1 strength to my Wizard and Sigvald's unit. And that was it. So, on to Orcs and Goblins. We'll just continue on. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1, he moved up, trying to get his Mangler Squig into my Warriors, doing some blocking maneuvers with his fast stuff. On the right, he charged the Spider Riders, small unit of Wolf Riders, and the large unit of Wolf Riders into my Ogres. The Spider Riders went in the flank, the other 2 went in the front. On my turn, I did have the Hell Cannon drop a rock on the big unit of Goblin Wolf Riders. It killed quite a few, but he easily passed his panic check. So they killed it killed a couple of ogres, 1 by combat res, and since my general wasn't nearby, they broke and ran down. Yeah, and that's how he moved up. And his general, I think it was this turn that, or I think it was either this or next turn, squabbles. So on to turn 2. Okay, Warriors cast turn 2. I got a successful long charge from the trolls at his Savage Orc Boar Boys. Turned out to not be the right maneuver because he killed 2 trolls before they even got to attack, and then I was only able to kill 2 two Savage Orc Boar Boys. He easily broke them and then ran them down. The warriors on the left easily killed off the goblins, so I just turned to face. The Hell Cannon fired at his general's unit, killed some stuff, but he passed his panic check. On the right, I just reformed my warriors and hopped my wizard out into the fulcrum to get it, and he gets the Let the Four Winds Blow spell, which I used to push his Mangler Squig and a couple other units around, including the Mangler Squig on the left, because it was anywhere on the tabletop. But I did not push anything far enough to actually do what I wanted. So on his turn, on the left, the Mangler Squig went through my warriors, but both of the Snotling Pump Wagons did not make the distance. The Hell Cannon took some shots from his bolt throwers last turn, lost 2 wounds and a crewman. Yeah, so it was last turn that he was... I think this might be his turn. Yeah, this is his turn. Yeah, so he just moves up his 2-man unit of Wolf Riders in my face. Basically surrounding my guys, taking pot shots at them until the Mangler Squig can get close again. Or the chariots can do some damage. So on to turn 3. Okay, turn 3. Sigvald's unit charges his... Oh, okay, right. So the Savage Orc Boar Boys charged in last turn on my War Shrine. He Dimensional Cascaded on Here We Go or something like that, or Fist of Gork or something, and lost the wizard, killed half of his unit, and only put 1 wound on the War Shrine. And then the War Shrine actually proceeded to kill off in close combat the rest of the Savage Orc Boar Boys. So he is out of magic. So Sigvald kills the Snotling Pump Wagon and overruns next to nothing. So this turn the War Shrine declared a charge on his big unit of Wolf Riders. They chose to flee since they're not going to cause panic on the Orc Boar Boys. And then on the right side of the field... Oh yeah, I charged the 2 lone Wolf Riders and then just reformed to face the cavalry. Or the chariots. And then on his turn, his Mangler Squig didn't go off the board, but it's basically out of use. Then his other Snotling Pump Wagon charged in and did some damage. Doing no armor saves on the charge was kind of nice for him. I killed some warriors. On the right, he's basically setting up to try to take out my warriors. He charged in all 4 of his chariots, and then conga lined his spider riders to, if I break, I will run off the table. I know this is part of the game, but I always think it's cheeky. But that's me. He does kill off 6, but I'm steadfast, plus my BSB has a stubborn crown, so they don't go anywhere. I only killed off 1 chariot. I rolled really, really bad. And that was pretty much it. The Hell Cannon's been devilishly accurate all game. Direct hits every turn, killing a few things. So... on to turn 4. Alright, turn 4. Sigvald fails his stupidity check and stumbles forward, which makes that wizard unable to cast spells this turn. Yeah, Hell Cannon, I think, dropped a rock back on the Goblin Wolf Riders again this turn. And then the stupid War Shrine with its movement 6, no marching, no swift striding, no nothing. It's just, I don't know if it's actually worth it, but we're going to play with it anyways. On the right, I able to kill off both Goblin Wolf Chariots after I successfully, irresistibly force cast Occam's Mindraiser on the unit, and proceeded to dimensionally cascade myself right off the board. So I lost that Fulcrum, and my mage with 3 spells. But I was able to kill off 2 chariots. I just let the boar chariot run away, and then just reformed to face the boar boys. And that's pretty much it. On his turn, I think his chariot rallied, but it was kind of in the way of his boar boys to charge, plus they're Occam'd, and he wanted to get his Mangler Squig through, which the Mangler Squig went through and killed 6, I think, so it did a fair job on them. But that was about it on his turn. Other than that, he's just taking pot shots at my stuff on the right. On to turn 5. So, on the top of my turn 5, Sigvald successfully passes his stupidity check this turn. So my mage hops out, gets on the Fulcrum with the Time of Muck spell. My warriors need an 8 to charge his the Orc Boar Boys, his general and BSB. I make it, so I charge in. In Magic Phase, I cast the Time of Muck, so I get to roll 2 combat phases in a row. BSB challenges, and his general accepts. I do 1 wound to him, he doesn't do any to me. Kill a couple of boar boys. He stays because he's stubborn on a 10. And then the second round of combat happens, and I wipe him out to a man. And then his other chariot panics and runs away. So that was pretty much the game. Points-wise, Chaos is a lot ahead. And I have a Fulcrum, which is scenario bonus points. So yeah, looked pretty dodgy there for a little while. The resilience of the Chaos Warriors is phenomenal. So I hope you stay tuned. I should have another battle report soon, and then hopefully the tournament. Thanks.